Employees are actually allowed to buy any lost property from guests from a special store. This means they get heavily discounted electronics and clothing. The good thing about the store is that all of the money received goes to charity. However, there have been some cases of guests coming back for their lost items only to find them sold to an employee.
Yeah, if I lose my phone and you sell it, you catching these hands. I'm gonna sell you these hands. Premium rate. Yo, what's up guys? Prince Charming. Today we're gonna be checking out shocking confessions of Disneyland employees. So I've actually never been to Disneyland, Disney World, never been to any Disney theme park. The only theme park I've ever been to was honestly like Six Flags, maybe like a state fair here or there. So yes, I don't really have a childhood. That's why every time I say I haven't watched a Disney movie, like I can see why y'all get so angry at me, but like I don't understand what's the big deal, because it's just because the way I grew up, I just never really watched Disney movies, but everybody around me did. Everybody around me went to Disneyland, Disney World, but I was always the person who just got left behind, you know what I mean? So now that I'm an adult and whatnot, like I don't really care for Disney World, because like the whole Disney as a whole is like targeted towards like pre-teens and younger, and I only think targeted towards adult for the movies like part 2 or part 3. Like Incredibles, I'm about to see Incredibles part 2. I already know I'm gonna be in that theater because I watched Incredibles. But was it Incredibles Disney? Pixar? Pixar's Disney, yeah, let's go with that. No, but the things that go down in Disneyland are pretty shocking, pretty crazy, and we have 10 employees who is gonna spill the beans, who's gonna dish it out to us. Y'all may think Disney is all happy and smiles, but no, it's actually pretty twisted and evil if you really look at it. The stuff that they make you do when you're an employee to Disney is basically like you're signing away your soul. Disney pretty much owns you once you start working for them. It's insane, guys. So go ahead and comment, what was your favorite Disney movie? I don't know if this counts as Disney, but Incredibles, because I just said that. Incredibles, such a good movie. I don't mean like the original Disney princesses and Disney princesses like Aladdin, Snow White, Beauty and Beast. No, I mean actual like Disney movies as a whole. Incredibles, fantastic movie. Hilarious story, I first watched it on bootleg. My mom came back from work with the bootleg version of Incredibles. It was in bad quality and everything, and I still watched it. It was a good movie, man. Like you can see somebody walking in front of the camera, they coughing, they grabbing their popcorn, eating it. Like bootleg was bootleg was so lit back then. Like it was the real deal, man. Now you can just go online and find the full movie in HD, like before it even comes out in theaters. I don't know how that happens. Also, make sure you subscribe and get me to 100,000 subscribers by my birthday on July 28th, guys. We're really on the edge. We're really walking a thin line. So if I don't reach 100K for my birthday, I really want to do this giveaway though. So I really want y'all to get me to 100K for my birthday on July 28th. Because if I do reach it, like I said, I'm gonna be giving away like a gift card or a PS4, or Xbox One, or even Nintendo Switch. Anything I want. I'm just gonna start live streaming. It's gonna be on YouTube and YouNow at Prince Hawking. I'm gonna leave something right here. That's all my other social media too, so you can follow me everywhere. But it's gonna be on live stream, like countdown on YouTube, and then the next day the giveaway will be on YouNow. So make sure you follow me on YouNow and all my other social media at Prince Hawking. I'm leaving something right here. So make sure you like, comment on this video, and let's check out 10 shocking confessions of Disneyland employees.
Coming in at number 10, we have body type.
Aww.
So, you want to be a Disney character at Disneyland?
Body
well then, you'd better hope you have the right body type. That's right, Disney have very specific body requirements for their staff wanting to play characters. They have to meet very tight height and weight requirements before signing up. Princesses have to be between 5'4" and 5'6". Princes can be a little taller, but no more than 5'8". Some characters have to be shorter or taller than others. And overweight people are already cast. Once you are cast, you must stay within these requirements, or risk getting fired. Oh, and man buns are banned for all males. Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, you can ban man buns. I don't really care for those. Wow, Disney, you're supposed to be promoting a positive image to kids, and even teenagers and adults like me, but like you're telling us we can't work for you unless we built good, unless we got an hourglass figure and we're thin and we're short. I'm 6'3", so I already can't work there because the tallest you can be is 5'8". Dog, like come on, what guy is 5'8"? Like that's pretty short. I guess it's because like you don't want to tower over everybody you take a picture with, but that doesn't make sense still. Wait, the height average for men is it 5'8" or 5'9" or like 5'10"? I don't know. Maybe it is 5'8". That's why they want tallest to be 5'8". But it still sucks to know that if I wanted to work at Disney, I couldn't because I'm too tall. Like, how can you be too tall for a job? Man, you can keep your Disneyland money. I'll just work for the NBA. No, I'm not even tall enough to work for the NBA.
Next up, we have doing it. This may or may not surprise you. While park goers see employees in costume and acting as their characters, according to a former employee, this is not the same backstage. In fact, it is said that backstage all of the employees are doing it. This may be down to the beauty standards of the Disney stars, or perhaps the staff need an adult break from all that kid-friendly entertainment. One staff member even says they walked in on Ariel and Aladdin, thankfully not in costume. You'd better make sure your kids don't go backstage next time you visit Disneyland.
Yo! So they actually pairing up and do— oh, this is insane. Now I gotta work for Disney. Maybe I need to like cut my legs off so I can be short. Oh no. Can you imagine like walking in on like your two favorite Disney princesses and Prince like doing it? That's man, I like how you have to create a rule, like how you have to say you can't do it, guys. Like, that's not already common language. That's already not common knowledge. But come on, it's both attractive women and attractive men both going at it all the time. Like, I can see why they would do it. Like, come on, because to work at Disney, you gotta be attractive. Like, to be a Disney prince or a princess, you gotta be attractive. Two attractive people, they pretty much just pair up, guys.
Next up, we have harassment. We all know the Disney princesses are beautiful, but unfortunately, with that beauty can come harassment. Apparently, bored guys, dads, and even grandfathers like to flirt with the princesses. This can involve slipping them their phone number or hotel room key, and even touching them inappropriately in some cases. This has led to many princesses now having an escort with them at all times. But apparently, this still doesn't stop the verbal harassment princesses sometimes face.
Why is it that whenever men turn like 30, late 30s, early 40s, 50s, like they turn creepy? Like, you don't already have a family, you over here trying to grab Cinderella's gooba? Gooba means butt. Is just my G-rated way of saying butt because YouTube policy. But I bet you if like Prince Charming slipped them his room number, they'll show up. Next
up, we have weapons. When you think Disneyland, weapons don't exactly come to mind. Bro, well, that is unless you visited Disneyland in California on the 29th of May 2013. Christian Isaiah Barnes made 2 small dry ice explosives using water bottles. And believe it or not, he worked at Disneyland at the time. He placed them in trash cans, and when they exploded, they caused trash to fly everywhere and caused a few injuries. However, luckily, no one was seriously hurt. The explosion sounded louder than a gunshot and made the whole park descend into chaos. Everyone was swiftly evacuated and police arrived on the scene. Christian was sentenced to 36 days behind bars and 100 hours of community service.
Okay, that's not
and
that
he
bad.
was also told to stay away from all Disney theme parks in the future.
Wow, you're banned from Disney? How bad do you have to mess up to get banned from Disney? No, I take that back because Disney probably bans you for sneezing, walking on their grass and whatnot, not paying enough money. But if I were to get banned from Disney World, it would probably be because like I'm just a main attraction. Like I'm causing too much of a commotion. You know how Rice Gum went to VidCon and like he caused too much of a commotion, he got banned? That's probably gonna be me in Disney World because they'd be like, oh, it's the real Prince Charming. And then not the Disney Prince Charming, the real Prince Charming. I promise you guys, I'm not this conceited. I'll probably watch this like, this guy's the most conceited person I've ever seen. Ugh.
Next up, we have lost property. If you go to any tourist trap, especially ones with kids, lost property is inevitable. From hats flying off people's heads on rides to cameras, phones, and designer clothing, bags, and sunglasses. But as people usually don't come back for this stuff, what happens to it? Well, employees are actually allowed to buy any lost property from guests from a special store. This means they get heavily discounted electronics and clothing. The good thing about the store is that all of the money received goes to charity. However, there have been some cases of guests coming back for their lost items only to find them sold to an employee.
Yeah, if I lose my phone and you sell it, you cash in these hands. I'm gonna sell you these hands. Premium rate.
Next up, we have breakups. Some people go to Disneyland for a romantic getaway, and with all the flower stores and beautiful buildings, things can get a little lovey. But this is one bizarre incident one Disneyland employee witnessed. A family was eating dinner at one of the park's restaurants. There was a man, a wife, and their 4 kids. Suddenly, the man stands up and taps his spoon on his glass to make an announcement. The whole restaurant turned around, and the man announced his wife had been cheating on him. He gestured for his kids, paid the waitress, and left his wife crying at the table. Now that is one weird dinner.
Oh, that is the best way to reveal that you know that your other person is cheating on you. And she deserved it too. Like, I'm gonna take my kids and like leave her too. You cheat on me, go to the man that you were cheating on me with. Because apparently he treats you better than me. Apparently he's a better guy than me. So go back to him. Go hit him up. Why do people cheat, man? Like, cheating is never okay. Kids, I never want you to cheat. If I find out you subscribe to me and you're cheating, that is not okay. Especially when you have a family. She had a husband and kids and she was still cheating. Like, what does it take, man?
Next up, we have autograph classes. If you walk around a Disney park, all of the characters will sign autographs. But it's not just one person playing that same character. So, how do they ensure that every employee does the character signatures the exact same way? Well, they have autograph classes for their employees. The process is very tiring and tedious, as you have to sign the same signature over and over again. The classes can sometimes go on for hours, and employees have admitted to feeling incredibly tired and bored. Makes a change from the manic kids and people running to rides that employees are probably used to.
I mean, to be honest, my autograph is so sloppy, so like, if you ever want some signed merch from me, I'm just letting you know. You're finna get like a middle school signature. Like, I do not practice my autograph at all. I probably need to start practicing it, because you know Prince Charming on the rise, he's finna blow up pretty much soon. Like, anytime soon from now, like, he's finna be the new reaction time. I'm finna be the black reaction time. Tell Tall Fishman he got some competition. I don't know if I could ever beat reaction time. He's pretty funny though, I ain't gonna lie.
Next up, we have staying in character. While Disneyland has rules like keep your arms and legs inside the ride and no peeking backstage, it seems Disneyland's biggest rule is for their employees, that being never break character. Employees must stay in character even when greeted by celebrities who visit the park, and also when they're harassed by guests. They also have to move right. What do I mean? Well, in the dances we're also used to seeing at the parks, employees must move the correct amount, along with hitting the right marks and standing in the exact right places. Failure to do this could result in your character being cut from a dance, or worse, your job being cut out altogether.
Yeah, if they're telling me to two-step and I do a one-step.
Next up, we have people taking their own lives. Disneyland is a place of fun and happiness. However, for some, it's a place where they decide to take their own life. And unfortunately, the staff are left to deal with the bodies. There have been many of these cases every year for as long as some employees can remember, and they often occur in the parking lot as people climb up high and jump off infrastructure onto the cars below. The most recent case of this happened back in late 2016. It's not exactly something you'd associate with Disneyland, but unfortunately it does happen.
Bro, first of all, don't kill yourself. Suicide is never the option, but if you're gonna do it, why go to Disneyland or Disney World, that happiest place on earth? Come on. Take that to the Trump Hotel. That's not funny. That's not funny at all.
Next up, we have Code V. Disneyland may be one of the most magical places on Earth, but this doesn't mean that attendees don't often throw up on rides. In fact, this happens a lot, as people eat a lot of junk food and then get spun every direction you can think of on the rides. Despite this happening a lot, Disney employees aren't actually allowed to say the word vomit. Instead, they must refer to it as Code V. V, of course, standing for vomit. This is to avoid grossing out other guests and to make the ride sound appealing. In fact, not only does Code V mean someone has vomited, it also means it has to be cleaned up by an employee immediately. I guess that's one of the downsides of working at Disneyland.
Yeah, you will not see me cleaning up any Code V anytime soon. How are you gonna get some fried donuts and some fried everything and then go on a twisty, twirly roller coaster and expect to be fine? Come on, use your brain, not this brain. That was it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and get me to 100,000 subscribers by my birthday on July 28th, guys. My name is Prince of Hawkham. Stay charming, my friends.